All right, let's get the show on the road, fuck faces. Kidding, obviously. Ooh. Someone's gonna have to cry soon, and that someone is me. So for the first 10 minutes of this video, I'm whining a lot. There is a good reason, but like if you're not down with like whiny child energy, then I don't know, skip to like 10 minutes in. Then I kind of get into stuff, but it is kind of entertaining, so. Oh, oh my god. Not the blinds, bitch. Am I liking this? I don't know if I'm liking this. Ow! Fuck. Well, now I'm really not liking this. Hi. Look at me. I'm drinking. Look at me. I'm drinking tea. I'm literally Dr. Seuss. It's criminal. Hello. How's it going? I have been having some might say crisis of sorts. Not all. I don't know. And there are reasons for this because I've had this year has been like the epitome, I think, of what it kind of means to be human and like the slow unraveling of a human. It's like me. It's very humbling, and I think as someone who has, I was saying a little bit like this in my last video, but anyway, I'm going to continue my thoughts now, my word vomiting and stream of consciousness, but I have, like I said, I've just unraveled, and I've always had a deep fascination with humans and the human experience and what it means to be human, and oh my god, look at that guy running. You go, girl. I've been wanting to pick up running these days. I have no idea where that's stemming from. I don't like running, but anything to feel alive, right? Anything to fill the void, right? No, but seriously. So I have been just going down horrible rabbit holes, and so I stopped for like a little, I've stopped using all substances, and I can only eat certain foods, and I've cut out sugar for the most part, like a little bit of honey here and there. And the reason for this is because I'm doing a spiritual ceremony thing. And even the process of all of this has led me to question everything. You think that when I say everything, you're just like, oh, right. No, I've been questioning everything. Every single thing that I have known in my life and about the world around me and all of these things, I have just been freaking out, for lack of a better term. Freaking out, questioning everything, questioning myself and what it means and the people in my life, and it is like the epitome of full-blown existential crisis. And I've had to sit with it. And I think I've been on like the verge of an existential crisis for a long time, but I've used things to like soothe myself and bring myself back down and distract myself and be like, no, like, we're not gonna think about that right now. But now I'm being forced to think about this, and I honestly have already forgotten what I talked about in my last video, so I might just be repeating myself, girl, but it's been really challenging, and it's gotten me to mental places that I don't really think I know are not healthy, and I know that like I probably need some help navigating, and I am going to be open to receiving that help for the first time in forever, as Anna would say. Oh yes, and so this thing just barely turned on. Yeah, so if we could have just noise out the wazoo, god fucking damn it. Give me a second, I need to figure this out, and then we can get back into what I wanted to talk about today. And that is kind of, I'm gonna have to verbalize this in case I forget. Should we just keep it going? It's fine, right? You can still hear me. Hopefully. I don't know. If not, just like fucking turn it up, dude. But I've been thinking about humans, and I've been thinking about humans evolving into this world we live in right now, and how scary it is, and how much we are all hurting. And it's very apparent to me that this world is hurting. Because mental health is worse than it's ever been, and I think that and like I understand, like I feel like it's so much easier to be in a mental state of panic and fight or flight and fear of everything all the time always than it is to be calm in this day and age. And I'm confident in that answer. God fucking damn it, did the dryer stop? Because now I don't hear it, and I'm gonna have to go clean the lint, and this is actually nauseating. I'm so sick of this. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. See, that's what I'm talking about. Fuck. Okay, I'll be right back. Entertain them, please. You are like the most dramatic I've ever seen. It's not my job to entertain them. I am you need to whoa, this angle's crazy. It's my job to edit out your bullshit. You need to entertain them, bitch. I'm losing my mind. Indeed you are. I swear to shit. Okay, strut. Oh no, it is still going. Oh, okay, cool. No, so I'm just actually out of my mind. That's great. Oh, good. And now the dog's getting all worked up upstairs. This is great. Whoa! This is great. So, I've literally been going down the rabbit hole of like, I've needed to calm myself down because I've been so afraid of death and so afraid of dying and so afraid of life and death simultaneously, which sucks ass because I'm just like, girl, not me in limbo. Like, I'm alive right now. I'm alive, but I'm dead. That's like what I feel like. I'm alive, but I'm dead. So there's just the works. There's so much happening with me at the moment, and I know there's a lot of reasons why this is happening. I think being faced with like a spiritual thing and questioning my own spirituality and where I fall in that, and questioning everything and having that quickly approaching, all while giving up vices, all while grieving in a very intense way, has made just for a vicious concoction of whatever the fuck I got going on over here. But all of this to be said, like I said, I've spiraled myself into so many weird, horrible, like, it's not good, and it's caused so much like purging emotionally. It's caused panic attacks, and I haven't had panic attacks since I was 16, 21 now. And so there's just, oh my god, like it's like never ending suffering. It feels like. I want to really be careful though about the way that I'm phrasing things, because I think that I am someone that can really heavily identify with my thoughts and my words, and that's radically unhealthy, because I get very obsessive and I fixate on thoughts and words. Is it OCD? I don't know. I don't want to self-diagnose, but it would make a lot of sense as to if it was. OCD does run in my family, but God, Jesus, I sure hope you can hear me. And if I'm so sorry, you know what? No, I can't. I'm getting up again. I swear you're driving me mental. Dude, I know, but I want, like, this is so loud and distracting. Well, there she goes again. I don't know why the, like, little strut is killing me. Also, I'm not crazy. I have my, like, original video that I watch, you know. Also, don't I look like I could be in a John Hughes movie? I don't know, like Breakfast Club or something? This video is gonna be so messy. It is. It is so messy. Wait. Well, now I don't even remember how it was said. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. This thing is still going for some reason, but I've had to listen. I don't even know where I left this off, but it's fine. We're just gonna pick things back up again. I have had to be listening to like near-death experiences and like people talking about what there is after all of this, and I've just been really panicking bad. Like, just in the worst way. And I think that something that has been saving me is the thought that now this is cold. Now this is blowing cold air. Please take pity on me. I'm just kidding. I'm very lucky to have this, like, but for fuck's sake. I can't. Anyway, so I say anyways and a lot too, and I will literally come through the screen and beat your ass if you give me shit for it. But, all exists in the present, and I know that like a lot of people are looking for this crazy answer on how to fix things and how to fix the world and how to fix and how can I please let me, oh my God, what is going on? Why am I here? You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. It's not your responsibility. And everything exists in the present actually has helped me calm so much. And it's interesting because I think literally this is like the teaching that is universal. Like, whether you look in most religions, scientists, like, this is where a lot of people tend to agree. And science and spirituality meet, is that everything is open to you in this present moment. And the art of being present. And it's hard. It's fucking hard to do. Like, it's hard. Like, it really is, especially in this day and age as a human being, because that's another thing, because there is so much that's open to you in this present moment with the way that our world's evolved and like being online and shit. There's so much information overload and your brain freaks out and panics and is like, it doesn't know what to do with itself. So it's like, oh my God, what is right? What is wrong? Am I living wrong? Am I doing this? Like all of the things. And me being present right now is listening to my fucking upstairs neighbor. Like, I cannot. Anyway, I'll stop bitching about the dog because it's a golden retriever apparently, and that's really cute, and I really like dogs, but I don't like getting waken up early every single morning. So there's that. But yeah, I think it's really overwhelming to exist. It really is. And that can lead to a lot of thoughts of like, well, it would be a lot easier to not. It would be so much easier to not exist. And I'm saying this in a place of complete authenticity and complete vulnerability, and it's bringing up a lot of emotion in myself right now, and I'm gonna try to keep that at bay if I can, because I just want to know, I want you to know, if you've been to those places, me too, and it's really shitty, and it's really scary, and it's really hard. And especially when you get to that void, man, oh, that void is fucking intense, and it's so scary. So, that void is always there. That space. Let's call it a space rather than void, because void is very intense, and I don't think it's that. I really don't think it's that. I hear a lot of people describe when they speak of depression and the darkness that and the void, that it's a very dark, like really fucked up, horrible place. And trust me, I've been there, done that, do it sometimes still. Just like Pitbull. Well, he doesn't sometimes do it still, but I was referring to my original. You get what I mean. And it can be if you view it that way. You have to be so careful how you view things. You have to be so careful how you view things. Because you're gonna fuck yourself. Truly, if you view things in a very dark way, like I do. I don't know why I do. I know there's a lot of us out there that do though. And so for us, and everybody, for the sake of humanity, because unfortunately, I care so incredibly deeply about humanity. I do. And I feel so radically connected to humanity, even though we are so fucking divided right now. It's so sad, but we never started off that way. We never started off divided. That was never how the world came to be. It just evolved. Anyway, I'm getting way too existential again, but what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to get to you, and I preach at you, is that everything is open to you in this present moment, but that doesn't mean you need to consume everything and think everything and have everything figured out in this present moment. All you have to do is just exist. That is all. And I know that that's really hard sometimes. I really do. But there is so much power in breath. And there is so much to be said about existing in a state of relaxation, because when you're in that state, you're open. You're open. You're not constrained, and you're not fighting, and you're not trying to bend life to the will of the way that you think that it should be, because you're neurotic, because all of us are. All of us are. And that's okay. And we just all need a little bit of extra love and help right now. And we're not getting that a lot of the time. And it sucks. And I have so many fears, and I have so many fears and dark, horrible thoughts. And we all do. The trick is to not identify with them and recognize them and be like, oh, whoa, that's a thought. Okay, girl, why are you thinking that way? What's up? What's going on? You're terrified to exist? Dare I say normal? Dare I say, aren't we all? Dare I say, it's hard. And, I toss back and forth with the idea a lot that's like, is this even worth anything? I'm not gonna be remembered one day. Fuck, that sucks. Why am I doing this? But then, it's like those two wolves fighting in me, man. It's like, then there's that other part of me that's just like, yeah, but look at the fucking people that you have. And look at, the way I just barely... I did my sheets. I've been washing sheets today because I was like, oh, how do I feel the void and make myself feel better without spiraling into, not the void, the space. It's a space. It's a very open space. It's a very creative space. At least I think of it this way. I have to. Otherwise, again, I will go to a dark, fucked up place. That's my own imagination. Again, your imagination is powerful as all hell, babe. You can shift it. You can always shift things. Things can always be malleable. And you should shift things, because you can choose the way that you look at things. So instead of looking at it as a void that's deep, dark, and blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. All these things that are so scary and we're gonna die, god damn it, and all of these things. What if that space was, what if that void was actually just a space for you to exist in a free-flowing way that's okay, oh wow, shit, I have this life, I have breath in my lungs. Yep, breath in my lungs, that's check one. Okay, cool, my heart's still beating, awesome. And everything is available to me in this present moment. Everything. Life and death are happening right now simultaneously. It's crazy. But there's in this present moment, your past and your future, babe, Don't even trip about those, okay? Whatever. The past, let's lay her to rest, right? Like, all we have is this moment right now. And there is so much to be done, or not to be done, depending on what you need. But everything that you could possibly ever need in this moment is available to you. And I need to remind you of that, because I forget that. I forget how available help is, and how people to their core want to help. Like, we want to feel needed. We do. We're very selfish, but not in like an evil way. That was another thing. I get myself all spiraled and fucked up in the way that I'm like, humans are so selfish. That means we're evil. We're not. Or humans are so this. Well, that means we're good. We are everything and everything in between and then some, babe. We are such mysteries, but we do require basic fundamental things, and a lot of the time we like to give because it makes us feel good. So when someone's offering to give you something, accept that, because it helps both of you. And Jesus, God forbid we help each other. It's so sickening that I'm doing this, because I would love to just be a sadistic son of a bitch. That's what I like. And just not give a fuck, but this is where I was talking about earlier with the two parts of myself, the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, like constantly at war with themselves. I think all of us go through this. We do. This is what it means to be human. So you're not fucking weird, is what I'm saying. And if you're weird, then all of us are weird, dude, because to be human is to be fucking weird. That's just it. Like, we're hurling on a rock through space. We've been for billions of years, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not a scientist. That invokes a lot of fear. Oh my God. But again, it all exists in the present. It does. And what you're looking for, again, in that answer that you're seeking, you can find it. Your specific answer that you're asking, your specific question that you're asking, there is an answer that exists right now. There is. Like, that's kind of what's cool about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all bad. If it was all bad, then we'd all kill ourselves. We'd all have a noose tied and ready to go, girl. But alas, it's not. It's not. And it's not suffering. And also another thing that I want to say to soothe people is that death is not suffering either. Life and death is not just suffering, though it feels like that sometimes. Arguably, I would say it's like worse. I think people are so afraid of death. This is where I've come to the conclusion of, I think life is scarier than death a lot of the time. I think that death is peace. Death is bliss, because your mind is not like running a million miles an hour. And I saw a video today that spoke about dying in a physical and spiritual sense, because again, I've been so freaked out. I've been so freaked out to exist. So, man, making this video has been very cathartic. So, I hope it helps you too. And I hope you take what resonates. Obviously, not every single one of my words is going to resonate, but maybe you can connect this a little bit to your own experience. That's kind of all I can hope for. But fuck, what was I saying? I don't know. This tea is so good though, you guys. Also, the little Yogi brand and shit, it says, "May all beings be happy." And I'm like, girl, fuck you. Like, fuck off. Don't patronize me. Patronize? I don't know. Not without my consent, at least. But anyways, so I've been watching my near-death video experiences. Because I've been so freaked out. Oh my God, it's so funny. And it's kind of beautiful because the body, before it dies, it like creates the most, it's gonna make me cry. It creates the most peaceful way that you can go. And it just is it's so beautiful, because it helps you prepare to be gone. Your body does that. All of our bodies do that. They like slowly start the process of shutting down so you can go peacefully, and it's peace, you know, once you're gone. It's peace from all of the things that kind of make us suffer to be human, but also that means all of these things to be human are also gone. And that's taken for granted a lot by me. I want to take full responsibility for this and not project that. I take for granted what it means to be alive so much of the time. And like, death is there to show us life. And life is not always this overwhelming and horrible. And the world is not evil. The world is not good. The world just is. I don't know if there's other worlds out there. I hope there is. But it just... I think that's another thing. I just have not been ready to die. But I felt like I've been dying the past few days because of all of the change and the ego death. Like, I think that death is going to be a hell of a lot less painful than whatever the fuck I just endured. But it's creating space. And I think I said this a little bit in my last video. For new. And that's all it's ever been doing. Holy shit, sorry. I feel like I'm already like having an awakening. Wow. Yeah. I haven't even taken the goddamn medicine yet, y'all. This is crazy shit, but I hope that this does soothe you, and I hope that there is so much meaning in the day-to-day. That's why we do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't. We forget it, but otherwise we wouldn't. And, like I was saying way earlier, sorry, I finally got my train of thought back. Also, aren't these so cunt? I love them. Ugh. I love dressing like a goth vampire that hates everything. It's so fun. Like, if I was dead, I couldn't do that. You have to find things in this life, and everything is available in the present moment, so you can find something. Trust me. There is something you can find that will help you in whatever way you're needing in this specific moment. It's remarkable. You have no idea what's out there and all the possibilities. Not me preaching. Whatever. Now I'm preaching. This video has been like... This video has been a good representation of actually what life is. I feel good about this, but I'm not done yet. I was saying, like, I get really pissed off about the mundane tasks, and I'm just like, why the fuck are we doing this? We're all just gonna die anyway. And then I took my warm sheets out of the dryer, and I just held them, and I just cried. I was just so like, oh my God, Take Me Back the Way That I Was by Suki Waterhouse. But I was like, wow, this feeling is so beautiful and so fleeting. But I love this feeling, and I can't wait for another feeling similar to it to present itself. And it will. It always does. Even when it goes away, it comes back. It ebbs and it flows. You know, and like I said, I think you'll be so surprised how this world can offer itself to you if you open yourself to that. And if you're in the void right now, that's okay. We all go there, babe. We really do. Think of it more like a space, and that it's creating a space, because if this void was death, you would be dead by now, but you're not. You're alive, and that is something. What? I don't know, but it's something. All right. That's all I got. Deuces. Anyway, this tea is so good. Oh, I was supposed to be telling you about this tea. I get distracted, but it's like this like Egyptian like cunty like I don't even know, but it's like so cool, and it's Egyptian spice or something. I'm a fucking fan. This is my new favorite. See me getting excited about the little things, so I don't blow my brains out. I really do try my damnedest to balance like the dark parts of myself and the light parts of myself, and I try to bring both parts of myself forth because I think both parts are wonderful, actually. Fuck it. I love my little stupid little demon. I've tried to squelch her for so long and keep her under wraps, and ooh, girl, she's here. She's rearing her ugly, sexy little head. I don't know. She is everything. Just like the light. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, does this make sense? Probably not. I know I'm supposed to be signing this off, but I'm just having so much fun talking. Talking's a fun thing. Talking is fun as fuck. Talk to yourself. Do it. If you get in that void space, remember, it's not death. In fact, it's actually living proof that you are still alive. And that part of you so desperately wants to still be alive. You're gonna die one day. Think about death when you're dead. Fuck. But you won't have to. It's kind of nice. Anyway, what the hell was I getting at? Ugh, I don't know. I don't even remember. It's so stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm trying to do better at self-talk. Shit. Void space. Maybe she knows. Babe, I have absolutely no idea what you were getting at. Editing this is like the equivalent of sending rockets to space, so. Also, thank you so much for letting me talk for the most part of this video. It means a lot. Yeah, well, you're welcome. It's kind of hard to not censor you every 5 seconds, but I'm trying to just let you be like a parent with their annoying offspring. Well, she's gonna have to answer it. I don't remember. Dude, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I think I'm done here. I think my time. Wait, talking to yourself! Oh, talking to yourself. That's a hell of a way. Wow, great. That was great. Now, neither of us knew what you were talking about. I appreciate it nonetheless. That's a really good way to get yourself out of your head and back into this. Whatever we got going on here, get out. Like, you are... That a lot of the time, those stories that you're telling yourself and all of these things are not what you need to get out of the void and out of the wherever you're at, the space. And again, that space, you can think of it in a cool way. It's just like, it doesn't have to be so like, ah! It can be very much like, oh shit, okay, I need to alter course because I feel horrible and I feel like I'm dying. But with death comes birth. Those two things are happening simultaneously right now. Not necessarily to you, but to somebody. It's all available to you in the present moment, okay? Love you, sleazeball. Bye. So another way that I like to... It is so cold. Okay. Wow. Should we all take a beat? Just me? Another way that I like to ground myself, or at least shift my perspective on things, because if you really think about it, life is perspective. Wow, what a new idea. Sherlock Holmes over here. But I constantly need to be in a process of shifting my perspective to a lighter way of being because I have a really detrimentally horrible I have a lot of mental health shit that gets me into a really dark, awful, depressing, terrible place that is like a really scary place to be, like with your own thoughts and whatnot. So a perspective shift that I like to try to integrate is thinking about how shifting from like, oh my god, crisis mode to like neutralizing everything and then trying to go on the other side of the pendulum and being like, oh my god, like it's actually so mysterious. It's actually so fascinating. It's actually so this weird life force that has been going for billions and billions and billions of years that might continue to do so. What's up with that? Like, don't have all the answers for that, and that drives me nuts. But also, let's think about it a little bit. Not too hard though. That's why I think about it too hard, and then I freak out and have an existential crisis, and then just void. Like, let's think about it in the way that there have been so many civilizations that have been before me, and they probably felt just like me because we're all human, and they were probably just as confused as I was, but we're kind of weirdly connected in the fact that we are human and we're all kind of freaking out a little bit without even realizing it. And I think kind of drawing that connection, whether or not you're religious or scientific, like it doesn't really matter. I think it can be used for both. Like kind of viewing it as like, oh fuck, we're a part of something really weird and really cool. And it doesn't have to be like mean and scary and dark and awful. Like it does not have to be that way. It can be. It totally can be. Just like everything can be. Like there is that's my biggest problem. Sorry, I guess I'm gonna keep talking. That's my biggest problem is I get so radically overwhelmed as to what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And what I'm supposed to think and what I'm supposed to be, and like ego death, what do I believe, what should I believe, like, and it's kind of hard because as someone who craves structure that's like, this is exactly how it is, and like craves order for my own peace of mind, I have to find peace of mind knowing that there might not be peace of mind. And I have to do that, yeah, I have to regulate myself in so much throughout the day that it's kind of embarrassing, but I do think it's going to get easier with time. And it's a lot, and I think that you really honestly just kind of, because everything is available to you now, you just need to figure out what you need in the moment and go for it. You know, that's at least the way I think about it. And also shifting perspective in a way that's like full of curiosity, and also knowing that it's never been your job to figure everything out, ever. I don't know, we take that responsibility on. We take on a lot of responsibilities as humans that aren't ours to take, and that's one of them, at least for me, is solving everything and having all the answers all the time. And you were never expected to do that, so it is more than okay that you don't, because I'll let you in on a secret, none of us do. The only thing that we can really do is kind of hold each other close and pray that it is true that when things do inevitably come to an end, it will be okay. And there's a lot of stories and comfort and thoughts and theories that support that idea. There's other, like, again, you can go down the other path too and go down to theories that are like very awful and very unsettling. Time and place, you know, maybe neat to learn about someday, but I'm speaking for myself here. There are a lot of theories that support the beauty of life. I would focus on those more, if you can. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I appreciate you, and yeah, this video is really a lot, and I'm kind of a mess, and I am still kind of a mess, and I have been hurting really radically, and a lot of it's my fault, and a lot of it's not my fault, and I'm just kind of plugging along until I die, so, but that's not happening right now, so, yeah, no, we're good. Kisses in the meantime, bye. I am so cold, my nipples could cut, like, glass. Alpha girl! Put that bass in your walk! Wait, what? Fuck me, dude, where was I going with this? What?